just when you have to go. And I can meet you on the west side. She said that she won't roll with me, I told her let's ride. Tell me, girl, what do you fantasize about? All I wanna be is the top prize. Top prize. Oh my God. Top prize. Started off on my own. Ever since you came around, I've had like nowhere to go. Let's go. I'm feeling so much worse. It's only the first of the month. Yeah, yeah. I knew that I'd be insecure. I didn't think it hurt this much. Like I don't wanna lose all we got. There's nothing you could do to piss me off. And I might make a fool of myself. So tell me what to do, that intel. And I can meet you on the west side. She said that she won't roll with me, I told her let's ride. Tell me, girl, what do you fantasize about? All I wanna be is the top prize. Top prize. Oh my God. Top prize. Top prize. Oh my God. Top prize.
Hello. It- হাই অনিক ভাই, থ্যাংক ইউ। কিরে তুই না ইয়ে করতেছিস অনিক ক্লাসে?
It's just about
তুই কি
reaching the
ক্লাসে
cushion
বসে আমার
now
লাইভ
as these
দেখতেছিস
two
বেটা?
sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Jordan Pickford. He's a great all-round goalkeeper, Peter. Great at shot stopping and dominant in his box. He also gets counter-attacks going with his accurate long passes. The opposition should be a little wary of committing too many men forward to attack, because if it does break down, this guy can get them in trouble pretty quickly.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. And it's been shipped out wide. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that's well seen too. Looking for a runner. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. And that was very necessary. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's managed to gift it back. Madrid have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good-looking ball. Could move up a gear here. And he's taking no chances there. And they've got rid. And here's Batistuta. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vieri is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shoots! He's scored! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And he's there to get it away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So what can they make of this? Tries to pass it through. He has a look up, shot at goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And he cuts out the supply. Played out to the left flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Pele, and he will. Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. And here's Neymar. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe gets into a good position. Hakimi. And he's quick to get it clear again. Knocks it into space. Well seen. Saw that coming. Chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Pele. Played into space out wide. Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! It's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut.
And a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Turns and goes back. He's having a go! And that is high.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Batistuta. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Madrid are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. There's the start of the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pressing high and with purpose. Seedorf. Now it's Pele. Now, can they get him away? It's Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar plays it short. That's a lovely, neat pass. And now they can spring out. Batistuta! Oh, it's hit the post. Gets good distance on it. Tries to play it through. Oh, delightful ball. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe going face to face with his great rival. Well, that is not the best ball, and shoulders and apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's picked it up out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Seedorf.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? This might spell danger. He's having a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's a shade optimistic. Corner number 3 coming up. Doué goes short. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Lovely. Now, and Torres! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And no, that was never going to make it. That has been slung wide.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's found a way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Torres. Real chance! No mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. switch off in front of goal like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Good hit, kept the keeper honest. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Now it's Olise. And the shot! And now they can clear their lines. Now he's had it taken off him. It's played through for him. Now it's Alvarez. Alvarez shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. 4 extra minutes added on. Searching pass he's played there. Roberto Carlos. And that will be the final act. Madrid did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And that is out of play. Kukchu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Maradona! Oh, that was venomous. Rice picks it up from the goal kick. Olise looking to get on the end of this. Chance, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out to the right. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Maradona. Yamal. And he's had a hit. That was a matter of inches.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Now he's got space here. That's been cut out. Well played. Oh, he's got a side of decent chance. Rice. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
That has ended up in no man's land. Kukchu. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that has been cleared. And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. Can he finish? He's scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played back in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, super ball. Big chance! Fantastic from Olise! A finish of true class. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
Chance for shots! the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defenses apart.
Bullish header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Roberto Carlos. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Can he get on the end of this? Olise. Looking for options for movement. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's an imaginative pass. Taken back almost at once. O'Shea. Turns and goes, shoots! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise in acres of space out. Goes for goal! Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great vision. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot at goal! Cleared without hesitation. And we hit half-time. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. Second period then underway. Now, can they get him away? And he gets rid in a hurry. Yamal with the clearance. Distributed tidily. Neymar applies the finish! Madrid do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Marquinhos makes the interception. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Rice. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. And now they can clear their lines. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Azar. Knocks it into space. He's in space and looking for options. Musiala. And he welcomes it in. He's found some space. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
changes here from both sides, in fact. And that has left him in a heap. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Neymar, and it's Okazaki. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Rodrigo.
Rodrigo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Fired deep towards the back post. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. Now that's well seen too.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Referee's given a throw. Neymar gets into a good... takes a shot! Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it! Corner number 2 then. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pedri. Rice. A probing pass. Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position.
Nepal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
No, that's been intercepted. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Rodrigo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Olise. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Goes down, but nothing given.
Oh, really well played.
Now it's Okazaki. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Madrid take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Vinicius Junior. No, he is not giving anything away. And that will be the final act. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a...
Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Tries to pass it through. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Soboslai. Danny Olmo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. De Bruyne looking for options for movement, and he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Neymar. Mbappe. He has found the way through. It's a throw-in. And here's Zanetti. Zanetti gets flagged offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. And smartly reclaimed. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now that's well seen too. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Threads one in. He's in a good position. Surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Neymar. And a chance! There it is! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Olise! Olise! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. Hernandez. Soboslai. Looking for a runner. Olise. Rodri makes the interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's De Bruyne. Nice looking ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Engages and forces him off the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good ball, good take. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He's on it. Can he get away? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, he's found support out wide. And there's the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
That's an imaginative pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. Shapes to shoot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is as far as they're going to go. And that has been clubbed away. And it's De Bruyne. Nicely weighted ball. Knocks it into space. Now it's Neymar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Played into space. McAllister gets it away. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic. They've got a corner here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. He is through here. He's gone for goal. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Some that one a perfect example. It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into...
Alvarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And they've got a throw. Olise. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Deep cross. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has ended up in no man's land. Szoboszlai. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doku. Real chance! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Olise clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And they're quick to get it back. Out of play for a throw. De Bruyne. Nicely shaped ball. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Adams gets it away. Can he get it through? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. No, again, there's no way through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Barcelona have it back and can go again. worked it through. Look at the space here. Now the ball in. Olise! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. Neymar plays it in. That's a decent clearance. And the referee brings it to a close. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9.
Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
One sweeping move, climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Lovely pass, but oh, he's been caught napping! Neymar. Now that's well seen too. Well, that has not gone well. Vitinha. Jordan Henderson. Neymar. Vitinha. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rafinha. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now he's off and running. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Not the most accurate pass. And that has been knocked clear. Corner then. the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha opts for safety. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. Vitinha. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, there's the clearance. That's a pretty loose pass. Alvarez. He's beat. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's intervened well there. Ajax looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can.
It's Neymar! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Batistuta. And it's Mendes. And it's Neymar. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Mendes gets into a good position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Takes the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Vitinha. Rafinha. Ajax looking to pass their way through. Rafinha showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rijkaard clears. Vitinha.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Here's Vitinha. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He is through here. Cleared without complication. And that is out of play. Pinches it off him. Nice looking ball. Skriniar. And the whistle goes for half time. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're off again. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Marquinhos gets good distance on it. And it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well measured. And the shot! Nuno Mendes. Time and again they are repelled. Chouameni. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rafinha, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Jordan Henderson, and this is Batistuta. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Madrid, with this 2-goal lead, they're certainly looking much the more assured side. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries to play it through. Now it's Okazaki. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Okazaki! Oh, crossbar! They're back in possession and ready to go again. Vitinha. Neymar. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Jordan Henderson, and the pass is intercepted. Great ball if he can get there. Great ball. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. this one clear. Neymar, played out wide. And that has been cut short. Oh, played right into his path. And he's in on goal. And a chance! And he hits the net. Just cruising. They are cruising. As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's Neymar! Keeper always had the measure of that. It's their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Alvarez! Oh, denied at the last.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. He's there to head it! Oh, that's well spotted. The final 5 minutes. And he's gone looking for safety. And they're quick to get it back. Alvarez. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Burak Yilmaz. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Skriniar calmly anticipates. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a cute ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. Can he get on the end of this? Ball driven towards the far post. In again. Defending of the desperate. He's having a go. Zanetti gets it away. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Let's go. You know how nervous I get when I'm around you. I'm like your childhood.